For 10 years, the Speaker of the House, John Bercow, has kept in the House of Commons. In that decade, he's both delighted and infuriated MPs, with some believing that distinction is a little too dependent on which side of the House they sit.
It is becoming remarkable how often you please one lot and not the other lot.
To some, he's a champion of Parliament's right to hold government to account. To others, a partisan politician willing to bend the rules almost to breaking point in an attempt to frustrate Brexit. But his alleged Brexit bias isn't the only controversy the MP for Buckinghamshire has sat through. In 2018, the Speaker faced accusations of bullying from former staff members, including this guy, Angus Sinclair. John Bercow denies the claims.
The Speaker responded in a way that I can only say is a form of bullying, and that is to show anger, to thump the table, to say that somebody has failed in front of others.
One MP calling for his resignation was Andrea Leadsom, who has had a long-standing feud with the Speaker after MPs accused him of referring to her in, shall we say, unparliamentary terms.
Welcome remarks should apologise. Why it is that when an opposition member found that you had called me a stupid woman, you did not apologise in this chamber.
No. I'll deal with the point.
And earlier this year, he faced widespread criticism after appearing to identify the school attended by Michael Gove's children during an outburst in the Commons.
That when he turns up at our children's school as a parent, he's a very well-behaved fellow. He wouldn't dare behave like that in front of and neither would I. Don't gesticulate, don't rant, spare us the theatrics, behave yourself, be a good boy, young man, be a good boy.
But it's his political opinions that have stirred the most controversy.
An address by a foreign leader to both houses of Parliament is not an automatic right, it is an earned honour.
His refusal to offer US President Donald Trump an invitation to speak in the Commons was considered by some to be an embarrassment for the government.
Before the imposition of the migrant ban, I would myself have been strongly opposed to an address by President Trump in Westminster Hall. After the imposition of the migrant ban by President Trump, I am even more strongly opposed to an address by President Trump in Westminster Hall.
In 2012, at a Westminster event, he turned heads with his description of Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth as
a kaleidoscope queen of a kaleidoscope country in a kaleidoscope Commonwealth.
Although he may have his detractors, John Bercow's time in the chair has undeniably made for an interesting highlights reel. From his gravelly roar to his obsession with yoga.
Take up yoga. Take up yoga. Take up yoga. Take up yoga. It might be advisable to take up yoga.
The outgoing speaker is unlikely to be forgotten.
Although we may disagree about some of the legislative innovations that you have favoured, there is no doubt in my mind that you have been a great servant of this Parliament and of this House of Commons.
Whether he will be missed, well, that may depend on where you sit.